Starting out on the Lakeview Overlook. Promontory Point is this point here in the mid-distance. At the eastern side of the parking area, this is I think the safe way down. Just go over the wall here, go down here. Yeah, you can even see a little path there. And there's the railroad trail. That's the destination. It's very simple, very easy to get down to the historic railroad trail. I forgot to start my Garmin. Anyway, I started it here. This little side trail here is kind of easy to miss. I started marching down there. Then when I got around there, I looked over here and saw the actual trail I needed to be on. And then the historic railroad trail is just down here. Now I just continue heading east to get to the little side trail that goes up to Promontory Point. Little restroom area. Coming up to the split to Promontory Point, there's a little side trail that goes up over here, and you can see how it goes up that way. That's the way to Promontory Point. This over here is the Hoover Dam Boneyard. Just a little bit east is the split. This will lead up to Promontory Point and Peak 1880, and there's a split just a little bit up here. Come up this side trail a little bit, and here's a split to Promontory Point. As the trail comes up, just have to follow it around, kind of loops around this peak here. And there's the use trail. I've downloaded actually 3 tracks from peakbagger.com for getting to Promontory Point. And they all come through here. I came from over this way. They all kind of make their way to the bottom here. Then they go up this way, and then it kind of goes off to the right. It's always beautiful to see the spring bloom, but for allergy sufferers like me, I really suffer from this. The past 2 weeks, I thought I was sick, but I'm sure it's just allergies. And I saw on a pollen website that pollen levels here in southern Nevada are at seasonal highs. I made my way up to this fence here. I think what I'll do is go up this way. Looks like maybe I've stumbled on a use trail here. Looks like I've got to get up over this ridgeline here. There's a little cave right there. All right, I think I'll just make my way up to this point over here. Looking down, I see that use trail continues on this way. I'm gonna go up to the top here and take a look around. And that little cave was right down there. Came up to the top. There's a beautiful view of Lake Mead. And quite a drop off down there. This is Promontory Point. coming down a bit. I do see that use trail right there. I just put on my climbing pads. Now there's a lot of volcanic rock here. The terrain here is very slippery. Kind of came up this way. All right. So the trail goes down and over sheep pellets. Yeah, a bit earlier I was on top of there, and then I've been coming around here, just came up this way. The GPS tracks I'm following go through here, and I see on my Garmin I am right under a peak called J Hill, the top there. Could backtrack a little bit, go up that way, see if that leads me to J Hill. Well, it looks like coyote scat. I'm continuing making my way up. That's where I came up over here. I think this is the hard way up to J Hill. Maybe. This isn't really panning out. Maybe I'll walk down here a bit, take a look up, see if there's any obvious way up. I walked further around the J Hill peak, and I found this. Now this looks like something I can go up. Okay, I'm just going to go up this way. Hoover Dam is right over here. I've been climbing up this way, which is easy. There's not much gravel here. Just solid rock, which, you know, makes it a lot easier. There's the top of J Hill. Promontory Point is over here. All right, I made it to the top. I'm on top of J Hill. There's a benchmark. I find another benchmark over here too. Came up this way. I think I'll just follow the GPS tracks I have. I came up here. Looks like they come around this way. Yeah, again, this is Hoover Dam, so that's the Colorado River flowing that way. And the Hoover Dam is a hydroelectric power plant. This is a historic railroad trail. That's how I came up. Oh, beautiful view of Lake Mead. Next stop is Promontory Point. Coming down from J Hill, have to come up over here to get the layout of the terrain. People didn't come up this way. It has to be over here. Yeah, I have to go down over here. It's very simple. Yeah, I was making my way down, and I double checked the GPS tracks. They all came up over here, and you can't see it until you get to the top, but yeah, it's very easy. You basically go down to the same spot. You wind up at the same spot. Well, I'm going to say that I officially made it down from J Hill. And now I'm just going to go up. Promontory Point is past this thing. I'm going to go around this. Came up here, and boy, there are a lot of helicopters. I wonder if these are tours. Promontory Point is directly that way. Closing in on Promontory Point. Looks like it's just right up there. I am on the top of Promontory Point. Something over there, I'm gonna go look at that. Over here, the Colorado River. It flows into Lake Mead up there, and then it kind of circles around to the Hoover Dam. And so the other side of the river is Arizona. Oh, someone had to bring that wood up here. All right, I want to get back to Promontory Point, calibrate my Garmin's elevation, then head back down. So the trail has to be like down over there and go across, by the cliffs over there somehow. Well, I made my way to what I have marked as Promontory Point. I see some kind of benchmark here. Just calibrated my altimeter on my Garmin by this benchmark, and Promontory Point should be 2,230 feet. I see a cairn a little bit up there, so I'm going to go check that out. And there's another cairn right over there. I'm going to check that out too. This is actually the high point. So someone, or likely a group of people, spent a lot of time putting this cairn together. People will do that at peaks. Okay, I'm gonna go check out that other little cairn. That large cairn was right up there. Here's a smaller cairn, and interestingly, this cairn is precisely where my Garmin shows that Promontory Point is. Okay, I'm gonna head back. I have to admit, I'm pretty beat. The last 2 weeks, I really haven't done much of anything. Just been kind of coughing and had a real stuffy nose. It's that time of year here. I'm coming down and aiming for this area right over here. I made it where I was targeting. So I'm just going to continue to backtrack. I'm coming down the slope here, continuing to go down, and somewhere over there, pretty quick, I'll make a right to go down and traverse around those cliffs. Came down from over there. J Hill is up through this way. Okay, I've got to get down there. I started going down too early. I had to walk a little bit further, and it's here where I go down. Okay, yeah. I just follow this out. I gotta go down a little bit further. Yeah, a little cairn. I've been coming over and down, and I see the use trail now. Yeah, I'm just making my way down. It's kind of painstaking. It's slippery, a little bit steep. Kind of sliding forwards, backwards, going slow. Looking at the GPS tracks, they actually go through here. I've made it across over to this rock that I go through. And I see just a little bit over there, that's where I went up to get to J Hill. Pretty soon, I think I'll be off the cliffs here. So now I'm just gonna continue off this way. I'm coming across this way. It's slippery, steep in places, slow. And now I'm just following my path that I came, going around here. Well, I see the exit now. The beaver tail cactus is in bloom. But there's a definite use trail not far from this fence. Yeah, I made my way around this face here. A little bit tricky. I always find myself too high and have to come down. And here's where the trail bends around. Goes off this way to get to the railroad trail. I was thinking about maybe going up to Peak 1880, right up there, but honestly, I've had enough. So, I'm just going to head back to my car. Lakeview Overlook is right up here. I'm going to take off my climbing pads, swap out a water bottle here. It's the only shade that I've seen. Okay. Okay, last stop is the Overlook. To get there, I'm just gonna follow my path coming here, so just go right up here. This was a split I missed this morning. The trail going off to the right, I kept going straight. Anyway, the Overlook is like right here. For reference, here's the way up, one way up, one way down. To get up here, there's the rough benchmark, and then further west is the peak Pluto, and further west is the peak Uranus. Yeah, you can kind of see how it looks like a little trail, and people go up this way and go up there.